Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I have Neuro Coffee in hand and it is perfect. All right. Oh, wacky Wednesday. So yesterday I was attempting to post a 16% video and my Instagram account disappeared. So we're not sure what happened. Might have got hacked. Instagram may have deleted it. Right now, they're not being too kind in regards to any access for yours truly, so we're not going to worry about that. So for now, make sure you're subscribed here on the YouTube channel, so you can get notification when we post new content. And it's because this will be the primary location for video for now. I would also get yourself signed up on the mentorship list. So go to any post on billhartmanpt.com, get signed up on the mentorship list. So we're going to try to pump that a little bit more. So maybe this is a really good thing for everybody involved here, that we'll get a little bit more direct contact through the YouTube channel here and the mentorship newsletter. Digging into today's Q&A, this is a combination of Dale and Matt. It starts off with the concerns over some elbow related issues, and we made a comparison here between how we'd address hip, knee, foot relationships, and now we have to address that in the same manner in the shoulder, elbow, hand. And so we were talking about lateral elbow pain specifically. And typically what you're going to have under that circumstance is an orientation where you're going to have a little bit too much proximal ER in the forearm. And so we have to address that first. And so this is concern about hand, shoulder, and elbow position as we're executing activities to address recapturing the internal rotation at the proximal forearm. And this led into a discussion about hand position and grip that we also brought Matt in on near the end of the call. So this is going to be useful for anybody that's dealing with some elbow related issues, especially the lateral elbow pain. I would also point you in the direction of some of the simple solutions here on the YouTube channel that will also help you select some activities that may be useful. So thank you, Dale. Thank you, Matt. Hang in there. We'll kind of see how this all plays out. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., Coffee and Coaches conference call as usual. So I will see you tomorrow morning for that call as well. Have an outstanding Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Anyway, so the last couple of weeks we talked about open and closed chain activities for realigning the hip, the femur, and the tibia.
Yeah. Like the hamstring curly things that we talked about?
Yeah, that kind of stuff, or whether we're
with you. Yeah.
All right. So I started thinking this week, because we talk about the hip and the shoulder being the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
So if I was, I'm sure there's activities that we would do to realign the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist.
Yes.
Right. And yeah. I understand closed chain and working with the hip, the femur, and the tibia.
Yep.
But I was a little confused about how I would address that in the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. What type of movements or exercises I would do for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to understand that.
Well,
what that would
okay,
look like.
yeah. They only look a little different. Mm-hmm. Okay. You have to appreciate the turn that's taking place. So go back to your hamstring representation. Yeah. You're seated. Mm-hmm. Your seated variation of a hamstring. Okay. And you think about what that would look like. Okay.
Right.
So you're creating a tibial internal rotation
mm-hmm.
as the knee bends.
Yes.
Fair?
Right. Yeah.
Do the same thing in the arm.
So we'd be talking like an Arnold curl, I guess.
I wouldn't necessarily do that. Think about so take your forearm
mm-hmm.
and then internally rotate it.
Okay.
So that would be pronated, right?
Right. Yeah.
You ever do anything in that position?
Yeah, reverse curls.
Yeah. So that falls under the same type of a circumstance. It's like, and again, it's not the same as the the hamstring curl because of you have to appreciate the proximal position.
Right.
So you have to create that approximation as well. So if in a seated hamstring curl, the hip is in an early IR representation, which makes the mechanics a little bit different at the knee. And so you have to appreciate that in the shoulder as well.
All right. So how would I cue that?
Well, where's early internal rotation?
Well, I'm assuming if I'm here, I'm going to be there.
Okay, early internal rotation. So if your arm's at your side,
Yeah.
okay. I'm chopping off your legs, Dale.
Yeah. I know.
You're gonna walk on your hands. Okay.
Really thought.
Late IR is pushing into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. So late IR would be your arm down by your side. Early IR would be reaching forward.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You see where we're going with that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of an activity. So it may be like a 60-degree incline where I'm.
Potentially. Yeah. The idea here is that we're trying to create the rotation in the forearm, right? The internal rotation, because the proximal aspect of the forearm tends to get externally rotated.
Right.
So I don't want to reinforce something too soon in regards to the ER of the proximal radius. And so that takes your supinated activities away, at least at the beginning. You have to capture the internal rotation first. So this is why we talk about like low oblique sits being really good for this, because it creates the IR representation at the proximal elbow. You see it?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, you need to be in this position, right?
Yeah.
Because I need this to turn inward.
Right. Yeah.
Like if I do something that's supinated too soon, I reinforce the proximal representation of the radius that I don't want under the circumstance.
Right. Okay.
Your job is to make sure that you're coherent with what you're trying to reacquire. So again, it's like if you have somebody that has an elbow, so somebody comes in and they're complaining about lateral elbow pain. They go, Dale, every time I grip the bar, it hurts right there, somewhere in there, right? Okay, so that's a magnification of the normal representation of the elbow, which means that the radius is twisted too far into ER relative to the humerus. That means you got to turn it inward. Okay, giving them a supinated variation of a curl, okay, with the arm at their side is probably not the place to be. See it?
Yeah.
Because what that would do is reinforce that relationship.
Yeah. That's easy to see.
Yeah. Okay. And so again, your goal is to make sure that you're reinforcing the mechanical element as effectively as possible through your exercise selection. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you did like a low oblique sit first, you capture the IR representation at the elbow. So you actually reduce the differential. Then you can retrain them in external rotation. And then you can start to work on the supination. Okay. You gotta have the down force first. Right?
Yep.
Cool?
Cool.
Awesome.
Hey, Bill, just chiming in on that.
Yes, sir.
Could you do a reverse, the one that you do where you hold the dumbbell thumb side up over the preacher bench? Could you basically flip that completely so that you're doing like a reverse curl with the dumbbell on the reverse curl over a preacher bench with the dumbbell on the pinky side? So you flipping the
Oh, so
weight,
you're emphasizing the
pronation.
well, okay, hang on. So if the pinky side of your hand is against the inside of the dumbbell, you're cranking it towards supination.
It's gonna be the other way. No.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
watch
we
your
flip it over, so it stays thumb side.
your goal is to create a leading resistance to have them emphasize the direction that you want. You don't want to push them into it because they will try to resist it naturally, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.